Hola, buenos días, soy Nico.
You can go, little girl.
And today we're here to talk about one of our most recent big booty zesty niggas, Nico. This is over the guy that basically got fired at Buffalo Wild Wings for twerking on the table naked for his OnlyFans, twerking at the drink station naked for his OnlyFans, and then he moved to Chili's where he was also doing naked content at work and got fired. And then he moved to Target where he was making sagging butt videos and somebody walked up on him making his butt video for his OnlyFans because it is adult content, and y'all excused it because everybody sags and oh, he's light skinned with a fat ass and a pretty face. You shouldn't hold him accountable. That's what y'all were saying. That's basically what y'all were saying. And then he went to Starbucks and repeated the process. And it was just public indecency, just. I have to emphasize just because it gets worse. But before we get to the worst part, if you like this kind of content, make sure to follow me at patreon.com/Nicosaesthetics for more exclusive lives, weekly videos, to be a part of the podcast that is airing. I'm putting out an episode. I will have one out by tomorrow night. This should be up Friday. This should be out Friday. But yes, let's get on to the current shenanigans that he is currently getting into. So he received a lot of backlash because he recently uploaded a video where he was exploiting a homeless person. Nico, no ifs, ands, buts about it. I don't care if he has a fat ass. I don't care if he has a pretty face. At this point, he's exploiting homeless people because he made this ludicrous caption saying, oh, this person insisted on coming in doing a super happy adult fun time with me while I was on the middle of the street. And, I thought he was just playing and I was just making my content. He basically found a homeless person who was delirious. This man seemed incoherent and not completely there mentally. He then got him to perform super happy adult fun time activities together and the person could be heard saying, how long do I have to do this for, as if he wasn't really willing, but you could tell that he wasn't fully there, so he didn't know what he was doing. But after he finished the activity, he then took his confetti-filled hands and flung it onto the homeless person and proceeded to make fighting gestures as if the homeless person was the problem and he was annoyed with him. He posted it. It got 4,000 likes. And then he deleted it because people were dragging him. And my thing about it is, I'm not only going to focus on him, because whenever I come on here, I talk about the content creators that go a bit too far with their promotions, that go too far with their content. I'm also going to bring up the 4,000 people that liked it because you're endorsing this. You're encouraging people. You're rewarding bad behavior with clicks and views and subscriptions. This person is exploiting a homeless individual who is not mentally there. It was wrong, not to mention disrespectfully flinging his confetti onto him and then trying to playfully swing at him. It's just like, you're doing too much. And a lot of people were making good points, and he deleted it because of the backlash, but he didn't let it sink in, because afterwards he continued to try to tweet like normal. He continued to try to post another booty pic, hoping that would blow it over. And then eventually he said, I didn't know I was such a controversial figure on this website. And people are like, baby, that's not controversial. You're a terrible person. Because the public indecency thing, y'all go to bat for it. Y'all will fight tooth and nail to make sure people are able to expose themselves in public and expose themselves to strangers who are consenting. I've come to terms with that because whenever we have this dialogue, a lot of y'all are just obtuse with your defense measures. He is publicly exploiting homeless people. He is flinging confetti, human confetti, onto homeless people. And I understand that he's 21, we all make mistakes, but the fact that he's in Los Angeles, because that's where it says that he stated at in his Twitter bio, this isn't me doing any extra research. The fact that he's in Los Angeles with a large homeless population and he was just walking the streets to find somebody that was willing to be taken advantage of, because he did not pay this person. This person will not receive the royalties that he's going to make off of his OnlyFans. He is just using somebody who is in an unfortunate situation as content for OnlyFans, and a lot of y'all are eating it up. And I genuinely don't understand what's wrong with y'all, because I come on here with an open mind. I come on here and I see the you know, the good and the bad of a situation. I try to play both sides, but in this situation, this person was not mentally coherent. They cannot consent to him uploading that onto OnlyFans, and he is not getting paid for being exploited. There's no silver lining for this individual who is just embarrassed and humiliated by some OnlyFans content creator. But yes, it went from public indecency to being caught, and then to exploiting the homeless people. So at this point, I definitely want to hear your opinions. Are you still defending him? Are you still defending him because he's pretty light-skinned with a fat ass? I genuinely want to know, because that's what it boiled down to in the previous videos, talking about let people do what they want to do. How do you feel about him exploiting homeless people on OnlyFans? Because he has yet to apologize. He kind of just blew over it and went, oh, all this attention is on me, girl. Not all attention is good attention. Take it from me. I've been online for years. I've been on YouTube for 3 to 4 years at this point. I've been on Twitter for God knows too long. I've been on Twitter for a good 3 to 4 years too. So it's like, take it from somebody who's been on the platform for a minute, who's been on multiple platforms. All attention is not good attention, especially when you're this young. Because if you are 21, you have your whole life ahead of you. If you get put on that registry list, it is going to block off a lot of your opportunities. And that's just me coming to you as a 26-year-old. I may only be 5 years older than you, but I know that risking your possible freedom, risking your possible future for a quick buck, especially when it comes to exploiting homeless people, it's not a good look. Because now whenever somebody Googles you, whenever somebody looks you up, this is going to pop up, because they are still dragging you on Twitter, and you're just kind of half-heartedly trying to tiptoe around it and post more booty vids thinking that's going to be okay. Girl, you did something fucked up. You need to apologize. That's the bare minimum. After that, when people do messed up things, they should apologize. Whether the people that you apologize to forgive you, that's different, especially if they are not a part of the marginalized group. Because at this point, you are taking advantage of a marginalized group of people. A young black homeless man who is not coherent, who is not mentally there. You're using him for content, and that's not cool. So yes, everyone drop your opinions down below and let me know if you're going to keep simping. If you are, I definitely want to hear your explanations as to why this is okay. Because y'all know y'all come over here with half-hearted explanations, let people do what they want. Why is it okay to exploit the homeless? Go. Yes, definitely drop your opinions down below. Boop. And now for a shout out to this week's Third Eye 2 subscribers, Twisted Integrity and Darkboo007, who I actually got to meet my last trip to New York City. Thank you again for the continued support. You are greatly appreciated. And next week's live stream conversation is going to be over Only Butch Queens Allowed, talking about how people accept femininity only if it's wrapped around in an outer shell of masculinity. If that sounds interesting to you, definitely tune in.